Sara has participated in many peaceful demonstrations around the world, informing people and governments about the persecution in China and appealing for it to stop. One day, Sara sent an email to her close friend in China, explaining the benefits that she had gained from practicing Falun Gong. But the reply was contrary to Sara's expectations.
She told me a lot of things that were totally false that she had learned from probably, I imagine, the television news. When I told her I practiced Falun Gong, I figured she would automatically know it's good because she knew me. But she still believed the things that she was hearing on television. And so it made me realize that that's probably the case for all the people. The only thing that they've heard about Falun Gong are the lies. I felt really sad. I think that one of the worst things a person can do is lie to another person. And the government is lying to its people. It is really cheating them out of a lot. They don't have a chance to know how good Falun Gong is and how many people have become so healthy from the practice and so happy, and their family lives have become better. I can imagine how many people haven't even attempted to learn anything about it just because of what the government says and because they're afraid. And I think that's another thing. The persecution is not just against the Falun Gong, but the whole country.
One day, a Chinese practitioner taught Sara a song called Da Du, which translates as "Be Saved."
Da Du is very touching. It expresses the inner desire of every human being. I guess it's just I think many of them who believe what the Chinese government is saying, they themselves are very good people. And the song is sort of calling to them to not listen to the lies. Are so great because they risk their lives to tell the people the truth. And just like the song says, please don't miss this chance again, or 切莫寄人在物.
On November 20th, 2001, 36 Western Falun Gong practitioners from 12 different countries held a peaceful demonstration in Tiananmen Square.
It meant a lot, especially for the Chinese. The practitioners, it gave them great encouragement to know that they weren't in this alone. And I think it also said a lot to the Chinese people, because I think before that they didn't know that Falun Gong was practiced around the world. I did wish that I had been one of them, though, and because I had wanted to go. And I think when I saw that they had gone, I probably began to think much more seriously about actually going. The practitioners didn't have any intention to do something against the government or make the government lose face. We were only telling people that Falun Dafa is good. Western practitioners that go, all of us love China and want what's best for China. What makes China so great is its culture and its people and its traditions. And part of that culture is cultivation practice. In order for China to maintain that level of greatness, it cannot lose those things that are so fundamental. And it's because they love China and they don't want to see the things that are good about China to disappear.
However, when Sara told her dad and mom about her plans, they began to worry deeply about her safety.
I cried. I was really afraid. And I immediately thought of the Chinese government and how cruel and heartless they are.
As a Falun Gong practitioner, I was excited and proud and thinking that it would be very great for her to be part of a very historic occasion that would have such far-reaching effects. As a father, I worried, and because I know that it was a very dangerous situation, very unpredictable. Just because things worked out a certain way before for a certain group of people doesn't mean it's going to be the same again. So I had a lot of fears, a lot of worries for her.
All those fears kind of, were secondary to that wish. What I think is the most important thing, 真善人, the fears are very small. And tried to help them understand more why I want to go. They were able to fully support me.